is underway.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Ford on the right side, open is Gesicki. The numbers for him from a week ago. 3 catches, 55 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Looking to throw on second down. Ford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
And no one there to stop it. It's at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal. Rodgers now on 1st and 10. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Juwan Winfrey. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. The Packers at 10-2 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On second down, Montgomery. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. On 4th down, Ford. Able to find Gesicki as tight end. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago!
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki, taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Open man is Winfrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44.
But those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Here's the option. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers 18. 46 yards on the play. I'll tell you, he got away with it there. Pops up okay, but got to be careful in the running game.
You certainly do. And these young quarterbacks, these rookies, I remember talking to Carson Wentz his rookie year, and he said, yeah, but when I take off and go, I kind of have a running back mentality. And I'm like, yeah, but you're a quarterback. That's what they pay you for. Have that mentality, but at the end of the play, protect yourself.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packers ready to take over offensively.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, it's Rodgers.
Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half. Nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On play action, now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And probably the wise decision there. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
He'll find DeGuara complete.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing now is Rodgers. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Akins. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Throwing to start the drive. Ford. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Well, throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Packers!
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final number, pretty impressive, courtesy of next-gen stats, 21.4 miles per hour.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
To throw on second down, Ford. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 6 yards there on the keeper at second down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring it up 4. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
From the 22, Rodgers. He's got Akins, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On first down, Rodgers. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Open man left side. It's the tight end. And at the 49-yard line, but no further. Obviously, he is well short of the first. Here's Powell now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Read option, here's Montgomery. Great move by Montgomery. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Running right, Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
On 1st and 10, Ford.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there or the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes.
And we've got a 1-score game. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Throwing on 1st down, Ford.
And that's into the hands of Gesicki.
The Bears moving hastily in their hurry-up offense. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now Rodgers.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they take a knee. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different